Hi everyone, Mark here from American Aeration.com, and in this video I want to do a quick review of the Kasco RA-3 subsurface pond aerator. We'll talk about some of the key features of this system as well as some simple maintenance tips, and also we'll close out with some suggestions on comparable models that you'll find in the marketplace right now to the RA-3. So the Kasco RA-3 will aerate ponds up to 4 acres in size depending on the depth, and we'll get into more details in that in the next slide. Powered by a 1/2 horsepower compressor. This is a rocking piston compressor, which means it's extremely reliable, durable, and will handle very good depths. It has very quiet operation. In the photograph that you see, you'll see the ground-based cabinet, which has sound dampening foam lining in it, and then in 2020 Kasco added a air intake filter module, which its intention was to basically tell you or indicate through a pop-up tab when the filter needed to be replaced or cleaned, and it does work for that purpose, but the side effect of that is it actually brought the sound output of the pump down 34%, which was significant. So it's actually one of the quietest systems on the market now. Very long running, very reliable. We've had very good luck with the systems overall. You'll see this optional steel cabinet, and this cabinet has a cooling fan in it. There is also a post mount cabinet, which is smaller, more affordable, mounts on 4x4 posts, docks, also on building walls and things like that. Very versatile cabinet, which will work with the RA-3. And then you have a no cabinet option. If you have a shed, outbuilding, or structure, you can go no cabinet and keep the pump protected from the elements, which is important, but also Kasco does include a cooling fan even with that no cabinet version, so you still have good cooling and heat dissipation with that system. The reliability, by our index, if you will, we rated a 9 out of 10, with 10 being perfect. Basically, the system has been almost flawless for us. The only issues we ever saw, and this is in years of working with this system, there were 2 instances where the pumps were having some issues early on in their operation, and Kasco requested that we switch them out. In other words, they took the old pump back and sent out a brand new one to replace it, and operations were restored in great shape. But otherwise, in terms of the cabinets, the diffusers, the airline, and for the most part the pumps, they have been virtually trouble-free for us. Warranty on all Kasco systems, lifetime on the cabinet and diffusers, which is excellent, 15 years on the weighted airline, and 3 years on the compressor. This is one of the best warranty periods and programs in the industry right now. So it goes to show how reliable and solid they are with that kind of a warranty backing it. Here's some specifications that might be of interest to you. The RA-3 with 3 diffusers, 1/2 horsepower compressor, will aerate a 2-acre pond from 5 to 8 feet deep, a 3-acre pond from 8 to 12 feet deep, and a 4-acre pond 12 to 16 feet deep or greater. 4 acres is about the max that you'll get out of the RA-3, but with all of these subsurface aeration systems, the deeper you can place a diffuser, the more pond area it will affect, oxygenating and circulating the water, both which are highly beneficial. So depth is a great asset if you have it. But these specs are from Kasco and will tell you basically what you can expect for coverage at the depths that you have. The kit includes the 1/2 horsepower rocking piston compressor, 300 feet of 3/8 inch weighted airline. This is 3 100-foot rolls. You can add on to these airline runs if you need to for larger ponds. Kasco includes a connector kit with every roll of tubing, so it's very easy to extend those lines out. Anything over 300 feet in the airline run, from a pump to a diffuser, anything over 300 feet, they suggest going to 5/8 inch diameter airline for that run, but everything shorter than that, 3/8 will work fine. The kit also includes 3 of the Robust-Aire diffusers. These are self-weighted, self-sinking diffusers, all fittings and clamps, and then the optional cabinets, as I mentioned, the no cabinet, post mount, or ground. This system is also capable of remote operation, which is an optional package. This would work if your power is some distance away from the pond Instead of running electricity, which is an option down to the pond from your current power source, you could also put the pump and cabinet near the power that you have and then bury air line in ground from there to a manifold that sits by the pond edge. Basically with Kasco, they prefer to use 3/4 inch PVC, inside diameter 3/4 inch. White Schedule 40 stuff is found everywhere, and that works great here. It's very durable, very stout, will hold up long term in ground, and so they provide fittings for that. And this would also work with 3/4 inch inside diameter poly as well if you find that, but that would normally be acquired locally by the consumer. But Kasco provides all the other components, and so it works very well, and often it saves money over running electrical. So that's a consideration if you have that situation where you are. Specifications on the pump itself: it is a Tech-Air half horsepower rocking piston compressor, 3.5 amp draw on 115 volts. 230 volt is optional. We can wire it that way too upon request, and there is no additional charge for that. Output is 4.8 cubic feet per minute of air, which is great between the 3 diffusers. By the way, this system has a 3-valve manifold, dedicated manifold, so that each airline has its own valve on it. You can direct that airflow any way you need to, shutting one off, for example, and running just 2 diffusers if you want to in the winter months, running all 3 in the summer months. Shallow water will typically have less back pressure than deeper water, so you can basically use these valves to equalize the air output any way that you want to at any time. It's very easy to do. This has a 40-foot max operational depth, and then cost estimates, give or take a few bucks depending on your rates around your local area, around 25 bucks a month, and that's for 24/7 monthly operation on a 115-volt circuit. In terms of maintenance, there are 2 points of maintenance that you'll find with all these rocking piston compressors, and they're all very much the same. The air filter cartridge would need to be checked from time to time to make sure that that's remaining pretty clean and free of debris. Now, Kasco, with all their systems now, has this air filter monitor, which will pop a tab and indicate when the filter needs to be changed out, so you really don't have to worry too much. Just watch for that and change it whenever. We normally would see every 6 months to a year where you'd want to change these out, but it depends on your condition around the pond. If it's super dusty, super dirty, it may be more frequent than that, but generally 6 months to a year is a roundabout time frame for that. And the filter is very inexpensive, but it is very important for the operation of the pump. The other thing that you want to watch for is somewhere usually, on average, between 3 and 5 years out after startup, and this is with 24/7 operation, you will find that compression will start to drop in the pump output. With 3 diffusers like the RA-3, you might see 1 diffuser stop working altogether, the other 2 will look fine, the pump will be running, but the air output out of it is simply not what it was originally. And when you see this drop-off happening or the bubbling start to dissipate, you can pretty well assume that the seals and gaskets around and on the piston and piston chamber are wearing down. This is normal wear after a period of years, and so every manufacturer, including Kasco, has rebuild kits with the components that you need to rebuild the pump. Normally it's done on site, a few simple tools, maybe a half hour of your time. You can get the pump back up and running full on again in short order, so it's a great way to keep these pumps running for years and with great performance. Finally, some comparable systems that you'll find on the market to the Kasco RA-3. We have the AirMax PS40 with 3 diffusers. That is an option with that system. The PS40 is a bit different though in that it uses a 3/4 horsepower pump, so it does put out a bit more air, but it will cost more to operate. Keep that in mind. AirMax's systems also come with a ground cabinet only. It's a nice poly cabinet, but it is ground-based only, and that is included in the price. That's pretty much just how you get them. The Easy Pro PA66 is similar to the RA-3 in that it uses a half horsepower pump, 3 diffusers, 300 feet of weighted air line. You also have 3 cabinet options from a no cabinet, post mount, and ground cabinet. So that is a viable, very similar system to the RA-3. Our American Aeration AA4 is a direct drive solar, meaning it will work during the daylight hours, and it is comparable. It has one extra diffuser compared to the RA3, but is similar in its output. And then for full-time solar, we have the Solaire 2.3 Plus. All of these systems you can find on our website at americanaeration.com. If you're interested in looking at any of those, they're all there, along with the Kasco RA-3. If you have any questions on any of these systems, anything with regards to pond aeration in general, please get in touch with us at americanaeration.com, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are.